good? This your boy James. You are now tuned in to the Views from the Floor podcast, sponsored by Drinky Drink. The drink, it just feels good. Let's go.
Sipping on Drinky Drink. I'm just sipping on Drinky Drink. I'm just sipping on Drinky Drink.
All right. Welcome to Views from the Floor. Oh, shit. God damn it. Hey.
You got us off guard. I'm over here like, wait a minute.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, we
Y'all
good.
good? Y'all niggas look good. We got video. Welcome to Views from the Floor podcast. This is Nico.
Just cuz. Yo, Taz.
And we here, man, another week. Hey, check this out. Before we get into it, I know one podcast, I apologize for, time off and shit, but check this out. The last 2 months
Yes.
for me has been rough as fuck.
They have.
It's crazy because I was thinking the other day, I was like, man, I was reflecting back on just like life in general. You know what I mean? Like just outside with a little bit of CBD, a little bit of drink. Just outside, like just midday, just thinking about shit and just thinking about just what was like the roughest part of my life in the past few years. One day I need to write a book about it, or something about it. I gotta write this shit down somewhere, like you told me to.
I told you, man.
But yeah, for the most part, like the start of this year has been crazy for me, man. Just crazy, just passing after passing after passing, and just it's like it's not letting up whatsoever. And it's a lot of older people in my family that I care about, and when you see that happen, and then you see the outcome of it, like just a little piece of, like not even a little piece, like a major pieces of the family, like passing, and then you see the outcome and how it affects people. People start acting different and just weird, and everybody mourns differently, and then you start seeing people's like nature. And I don't know right now if it's true nature or just hurt nature. You know what I mean? Like, every situation is different, and people handle stuff different. So just, hey man, like we always say all the time on this podcast, be kind to people, hug your loved ones, tell the people that you love them, because I just keep getting a lot of calls and text messages. It seems like every 2 weeks, something else. So just love your loved ones, man, and love them hard while they're here. Because the one thing for sure that's going to happen to us is we're going to pass. Like, it's inevitable. That's guaranteed to us. So, yeah, just love your loved ones, man. I had to start the pot off that way, or I wouldn't feel right.
I agree. I agree, man. It's we as fellas gotta create spaces for each other to lament. Cause like we don't understand. Like, depends on how you were raised. You know, I've said this on High Def before, where you if you grew up in an old school household, or like the movie Fences, how Denzel's character was like projected towards the sun.
Yep.
You know, it was like,
it was just do what you need to do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's super hard.
Exactly. And then sometimes like we're not showed how to healthily express grief and sorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we hold it in. That junk can be like cancer, man. Yeah. That junk builds up, and we start getting sick.
Yeah, man.
Stuff like that. It's like we gotta create, us as black men in general, gotta create spaces where we can be amongst our friends, our homies, and literally just be like, yo, this is how I feel right now.
Yeah,
like,
for sure, and, absolutely.
And we not like clown each other. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing about me. Like, I was raised that way. Like, yo, man, stop acting like a bitch. Right. Pretty much. And that's not bitch in the term of stop acting like a woman, nothing like that. It's literally stop acting like a bitch. Like, don't show emotions. Like, you a man, like you're not supposed to do that and that type of stuff. But you know what I mean? I'm blessed enough to have people around me that actually give a fuck. And that's men, women, all that stuff. Like, when all this shit is happening to you, you know what I mean? It's not just happening to me. It's happening to my whole entire family on both sides. It's kind of hard to say, yo, you need to man up in this situation when it's one after another after another. Like, but I got a hell of a support system and a hell of a family at home that helps me through it and know when I'm down and know how to pick me up and all that stuff. So, I definitely want to thank y'all and everybody that reached out to me over the last couple weeks. But yeah, man, I had to do this pod today because I need this love right here, man. I need to focus on trying to be as normal as I can. You know what I mean? Back to life as normal as possible. And ironically, you know what I mean? Ironically, like, we kept bringing up on the pods we did this year. I titled the first podcast, Eventually Everybody Leaves, not knowing, hell, this shit's going to hit closer to home than I thought. That was just me dealing with different issues as a whole, you know? So, but now it's just coming true to life to where people are passing away that I care about. And I just want to say I love them. Sleep well. I hope to see you. You know what I mean? See you again. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure I make y'all proud.
That's it.
Yeah, and with that being said, man, how was y'all's last couple weeks? Because, like I just said, mine's was a little rough.
Yeah, it's, you know, personally speaking, I mean, it's been good, you know. Yeah, I mean, I really done much. Just regular work. Trying to get ready for little man to get here in July.
Man.
That's it.
Y'all spelling it with a K?
Cameron with a K.
Yeah. What's the middle name?
Torres.
Okay.
Oh, big money. Big money. We in there.
KT Dub.
KT Dub, man.
How about you, Jay? I know you was sick a couple weeks back.
Yeah. That wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? No stomach virus, you know what I mean? Well, you know, chilling. But I do want to say, you know what I'm saying, today is 8 years in Alpha for me. So, to
Dancing
all my,
gang, nigga.
to
Dancing
all
gang.
Gang.
My
hip shaking.
LBs, you know what I'm saying? Immortal Conquerors. You know what I mean? We out here.
Immortal Conquerors?
Yeah, so.
Yo, I gotta
that
take
down.
that, nigga.
I gotta break it down.
Break it down, bro.
It's Ice Age.
Okay.
Right? Ice Age 22. It's Immortal Conquerors epitomizing. Oh shit! Hold on now.
Oh.
Said, oh,
Something
Get
greatness
right.
and excellence.
He been drinking a little.
Yeah, I've been drinking.
He been drinking a little bit.
I've been drinking now. Hey, we're gonna have to cut that out.
Not happening. We leaving that in there.
I've been drinking a little bit, but you know, 8 years in Alpha, Beta Delta chapter. We out here. Love y'all boys. 22.
Word. I don't know what none of that means, but
neither.
hey,
Those
man,
22
if you
members on my line.
I get you. You know what I mean? I don't want to dive in too much because I don't want niggas coming to my house. You feel me? Or if I'm out and about and shit, they feel a type of way because I said something wrong, and I just don't want to do that. I realized the other day when I was talking to Clay that fighting niggas now was just exhausting in my mind. You know what I mean? Like growing up, it was whatever, you know. But now I'm about to be 33. Nah, I'm cool. I'm trying to save my fighting for one last good time. Like if I gotta fight one of my daughters, you know what I mean, boyfriends or something.
Oh, we ain't fighting them. We shooting them niggas.
Nah, I want to physically fight them.
Nah, because we don't know what these new niggas gonna know.
That's true, but that's the exciting part about it. The mystery, dog. The mystery of knowing I can find out some new shit.
But
that
all
these
right,
niggas
I'm gonna
doing.
tell you this. I'm gonna be on the porch.
That's fine.
That nigga roundhouse kick
Hey,
you. I'm shooting.
all I'm saying
I'm
is
shooting that nigga. He roundhouse kick you. He gotta get shot.
all I'm saying is this, dog.
In my mind, he just shot me.
as long if I'm getting whooped too bad, y'all niggas gotta jump in.
Hey, we ain't jumping in.
Shooting from the porch.
Yeah, we shooting that nigga.
Yeah, that's fine. Y'all gotta do something. Y'all gotta let this nigga know he gotta get off of me.
The funniest, well, not the not funny at all thing, but I'm thinking about this. This shit ain't gonna be too long from now. They grown as hell.
Word, she about to be 10, bro. That's crazy. Yo, I just look at her every day like, yo, you almost a teenager.
Nigga, I need to have a driver. I'm gonna tell you why.
All right, talk to me.
Because I need to just every time the little nigga come over, I just need to have my driver and I'm gonna have my little pistol outside the window. Every time it roll by, just look at this nigga.
Yeah. There you go.
Like this nigga rolled down. He rolled down here 3 times.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's that? That's my Uncle Justin.
Yeah.
Don't mind him.
Yeah, don't mind him. But yo, before we go any further, I gotta say, we technically this is our first time, right? But actually, this is our second time. This is our second time trying to video the pod. So finally, we got everything right.
Yep.
Finally, I jumped off the porch and check this out. Don't judge my living room. Our AC unit went out, so I got the motherfucking window unit. Check this out. I'm from the projects, nigga. In the AC unit, if that's what we have to do to make it out here, that's what we gotta do, bro.
Thanks, man. If we gotta have a kerosene heater, gotta have a kerosene heater. What it is?
And the crazy thing about it is, it's not out all the way. Like it'll cool some, but when it get hot, nigga, you need an extra help.
That's it.
But in the wintertime, nigga, we cool. Turn the fucking heat on, it's straight. So if anybody out there knows anybody in you know what I mean, heating in air, send them my way. Let's talk business. But anyway, before we get any further, we got a sponsor, man.
Oh, we do.
We got a sponsor, man. Listen, we've been drinking this drink since it first came out.
And the shit is making me feel good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Jay been drinking it since he got here, basically. And we've been mixing it with some other shit, but don't worry about that. We'll get to that.
That
in a
ain't your
second.
business.
Yeah. We'll get into that. But hey, man, drinky drink. How you like drinky drink, man?
Oh man, you know. Love it.
I'm about to say, Taz
That's that old
at the
nigga
beginning,
dance.
yeah. So Taz, when he first sipped on it, he didn't really know about it. But the more he drank it, the more it became this nigga favorite drink. And he don't drink.
It's literally that's a fact. I don't drink.
He don't drink at all, but it's his favorite
It's my
drink.
favorite
Check
drink,
this
though.
out, man. Drinky drink. Not only is it black owned, it's also Spartanburg. Spartanburg's finest drink. Soon to be the Carolinas drink. And check this out, man. You need drinky drink in your life. And to get drinky drink, all you got to do is follow Drinky Drink LLC on IG and Twitter. IG and Twitter. And check this out. They even got an email address for you. drinkydrinkllc@gmail.com. If you need it, contact these boys, man. They will give it to you. Don't matter where you are. You can be in Atlanta. You can be in Charlotte. It don't fucking matter. They will deliver and deliver on time.
And they do parties.
They do catering, parties, whatever you need drink at.
They got you.
My man's got it. So, with that being said, get you some drinky drink. And that is DRANKY. DRANK. Drinky drink, nigga. Just like you would think us African Americans would spell it. That's how we gonna fucking do it. Cause it's drink, baby. And it's different when it's drink.
Hey, just spell that shit out.
Word.
Drinky drink.
Listen,
Drinky
man.
drink.
It's a little different when it's drink, baby.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
That's
You
a
have a
fact.
drink. I have a drink.
Exactly. So with that being said, get you some drinky drink in your life. And also, my nigga, we kind of mixing it with a little bit of something else too. But we'll get into that more in a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out our sponsor, Drinky Drink. And yeah, contact them boys on IG and Twitter. So, getting into the pod, man. First question. What we got? Let's see. Is it okay, or a better way to say this? Does a man living his love for the spouse out loud make him weak?
Well, as the only one who's not married,
Yeah. Let's start with the single
I'ma
nigga
say-
first.
I don't think so at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, for me, when I'm with somebody, I kind of always feel like
Damn, my bad. This fucking drink, boy. God.
I always feel like when I'm with somebody, there's a goal there, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm with somebody and we're trying to reach a goal together, I feel like we both have to give a lot of ourselves. And if I give a lot about you and I care about you, for me, I feel like if I'm really with you and I love you, why wouldn't I tell the world? Why wouldn't that be something that I have? It's like a badge of honor if I have somebody who cares about me just as much as I care about them. I mean, we ain't got to be like screaming the shit from the mountains, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like I should be able to
Yeah.
outwardly show that emotion.
Me and Taz publicly show our love differently.
It's a fact.
But I'll let Taz go first though.
Nah, why my thing is, yes, if you are in love, madly in love with your spouse, show that jump, man. I don't care what the homies say. The homies might be like, "Oh, you whipped and this and that," and
Them niggas is sad.
nigga,
Any nigga say that is sad.
nigga, like, this is my wife here. This is my wife. Why can't I show my love like that? And clown me if you want to, but guess what? At the end of the day, I'm going home to her.
Bro, cause you know what they say. You know what I mean? You weak, or
come on.
what if something happens in the relationship?
Let me
You know
say
what I mean?
this.
Then you out here looking like a fool because you done did all this stuff. You a cornball and all that shit like
And
that.
it don't matter because like I'm supposed to give my all regardless. Even if at the end of the day, if it all just crumbles down, I did what I did at the time that I felt was the correct thing to do. And a lot of times we do that in life where we put our all into something and it don't work out. Guess what? Have no regrets. Why? Because you did what you were supposed to do at the time.
Don't the good book say that's between you, your wife,
That's right.
and God? It don't say you, your friends, your wife, and God.
yeah, right.
So it don't matter what
That's it.
anybody else got to say about it. As long as y'all covenant is intact, and it's fine.
Word. See, for me, y'all know me. I don't really put my family life online. You know what I mean? Like especially my kids. Like my kids, my wife is for me. You know what I mean? Like
a fact.
they know how I feel. And if anybody online knows me personally, they know what it is. Like they know what's going on. So, like, I just feel like it's just weird how people view shit. They view shit for things to fail
They do.
rather than just living for it to work.
Right. It's like no genuine appreciation for someone who's out here thriving.
Word. And it just don't make no sense, bro. It just don't make no sense. Like, fucking Russell Wilson love himself, his wife.
Let me tell you.
You know what I mean? Love his fucking wife. Would do anything for her, like you supposed to, by nigga.
Right.
But yet, niggas feel like he a cornball and feel like Future is the cool one.
You know what's wild about that is?
And to me, that's backwards.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For me, it's just like this nigga got so many damn baby mama. Like I don't want to aspire to that. Not to say there's anything wrong.
A lot of
with how
niggas
we
do.
got
They
there.
see the flash. They see, you know what I mean?
Nigga, that can't be peaceful. It's too many
Nigga,
personalities.
that's
not.
stressful, nigga. I got
So-
3 kids that live with me.
I
And it's stressful,
How many
nigga.
kids he got?
Fuck, I don't know, nigga. I don't know that
How many?
nigga.
I don't know that nigga like that.
20?
So damn Tad.
I mean, I remember in the good book it says that when you're married, your interests are divided. You know what I'm saying? So like, think about it. If I got 7 different baby mamas and none of the kids live with me, I gotta give 7 different households attention. Think about that.
Cause when you have a child, it ain't just about the child.
No, it's mama too. Think about that. And I know some of them baby mamas giving that boy hell.
My nigga, I don't want to deal with that many women, bro.
Come on. Like,
I don't. And
Like-
not to say before y'all, you know what I mean? We on video now. Audio, I could hide a little bit. But now y'all gonna know who I am and all this shit like that for real.
See me.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't want to deal with that many women because in no disrespectful way. I'm just saying, like, that's a lot of different personalities that you gotta fuck around with, bro.
I'm saying I don't want to deal with it.
That's a lot. Plus, I gotta deal with the kid too. Again, I got 3 of these little niggas in my house. I know how that feels. Now I gotta worry about 6, 7, 8, 9.
And then if you
But-
get one a shoe, you
gotta
gotta
get
get
all
all
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah,
shoe.
right. Now I gotta work until I die.
Man,
Like,
ain't
I
got a new
can't-
chain, daddy.
Yeah, right. Like, god damn, I gotta fam.
But you know what's crazy though? To see women out here that's always talking about they want a good man, this and that. Clowning Russell too. Like that stuff don't make no sense.
Bro,
Y'all out
they
here
don't
talking-
know what a good man is.
Y'all out here talking about y'all want this, y'all want this good man, take care of you, love you unconditionally, affectionately, this and that. And then you get a Russell, you see a Russell Wilson, you want to
He
clown
lame.
him. Oh, he lame. He does. The thing is, you want Russell's personality, but you want it in future.
Yeah.
That's what
There
you
you
want.
go.
And it don't work that way.
I'm telling you,
I understand you want a guy that got a little.
it
could. It could.
I mean,
I understand.
if you
understand
want to
want a man
bypass
with a
all
little-
that, get you a me.
Yeah, there you go. I tell people all the time, you want to live your life right, live it like my nigga Justin.
'Cause I'm gonna tell
My
you,
nigga got 2 degrees. He done had a past that we not gonna talk about. That we refer to every week.
we do.
Every-
It's part of who we are. It's part of who we are as people.
Hey, it's the foundation of who we are. But check it. You gotta get you a nigga like my man Justin. Hey, and now that y'all seeing this, we gotta bring it back. So check it. We gotta find my nigga some love.
No, first of all, I don't. No, don't come on.
So-
No scoop-
So
no
send your
scuba
applications to Nico Smoke.
Yeah.
That is NEKO.
Yep, NEKO SMOKE on IG and Twitter.
And I'm Torres318 on Twitter. Torres Keith Williams on
There it
Facebook.
is.
Please inbox us your resumes.
I ain't showing my home days.
We got the love connection. We setting that up.
Listen, we gonna find you a young lady out here that's going, you know what I mean? It's gonna bypass all of that shit. It's gonna change your life. Next thing you know, you calling me going, hey man, I'm about to get married. And I'm just gonna laugh.
First of all, let me tell y'all, these niggas is dreaming. Not to say that won't ever happen, because it will one day.
No, this nigga gonna be playing. He gonna be playing Andre 3000 prototype
know.
in the background. You are the prototype.
Yo, this nigga just gonna be different, nigga. This
Hey,
nigga.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't gonna be seeing these niggas like that. I'm sorry.
Where's Justin at? Oh,
I gotta be at home. I got a curfew.
I have a
nigga.
young Tenoroni at the house. Oh,
I got
word.
curfew.
Nah,
That's too wild.
it's gonna be awesome being at Justin's wedding though.
Hey, oh man,
We
what?
might be 60, but it's gonna
That's
happen.
all right.
Like
know what I
we
mean?
need a shack
It
up for
came
30
down
years,
now,
baby.
Let go.
Dashikis on it, everything.
Oh nah, we wearing dashikis, nigga.
I'm with it.
Passing them out at the door.
Listen, as long as your mama cook, I'm cool.
I'm gonna have to pay you.
That's fine. I will pay your mama
Nah,
to
I'm
cook.
playing. Nah, she definitely would though, because I ain't been giving them the money to nobody else.
Yeah,
If
right.
She can do it.
Yeah, right. Nah, I would definitely pay your mama to cook, boy. Damn, I'm telling you, his mama cooked some chicken one time, and he brought it to work, gave me a piece, nigga. I was sucking on a bone. Pause, nigga. It was like that. It was like that. I wanted to. The first person I saw, I wanted to punch him in the face just cause that's what it made me feel like. Like I'm craving it right now, thinking about it.
And the funniest thing is, not to get too deep into it, but when we worked at Adidas, it wasn't just me. It was me, my brother, and my cousin.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
time.
yeah. Cause me, you, and Zeke was there.
Shout out to my nigga DJ Yamasi. We out here.
I was about to say that.
I ain't seen my cousin in a minute.
Yeah,
because of the
man.
COVID.
Yeah,
But you know what I mean?
yeah. I got to see that nigga. That nigga was dope, bro. And check this out, man. Keys. This section right here is just for you, my nigga. Keys Ali. And y'all send y'all hate mail to this nigga too. Keys Ali on Twitter, NIG. Check this out. The next time I see you, my nigga, if I don't got a 1619 hat, my nigga, in red, me and you would just fight. You might as well just drop everything you got, square up, nigga. Period. I'm tired of asking this nigga. I'm not asking this nigga no more. I know he gonna watch this shit, so I'm not asking this nigga no more. Next time I see him, I'm just gonna fight him. And if Carter have to jump in, then you know what I mean. Like I don't want to fight Carter. That's my nigga. You ain't got nothing to do with this. But y'all family, so I understand. But Keys, I'ma shoot you, nigga. Next time I see you, I need a hat. That's it.
Into the feds, these play. That's how black people play.
Yeah. Yeah, we just playing around. Don't worry about it.
Hey everybody, this is High Definition Podcast. I'm Maurice.
I'm Terez.
Listen, you can find us on Facebook at
High Definition Podcast.
You can also find us on IG at
High_Definition_Podcast.
Listen, new episodes drop every Tuesday at 8 p.m. with a video premiere on Facebook. It's coming soon to YouTube, and it also drops on various podcast platforms. So y'all come check us out. Leave us a 5-star review wherever you go, and y'all remember to live life
from the highest definition.
So, Mr. Taz, you want to introduce the next topic?
Yeah. So this question was given based off of the little social media, I guess, what outburst that B. Simone had.
Ooh.
And the question is, should a woman have all the things that she requires from a man?
In what way, though? Like,
Okay.
if a woman wants a guy to have a job, car, house, money,
Okay, so let me do like
businesses,
this. Let me
all
say
that
it
shit
this-
like that.
Let me say it this way. Should a woman be required to bring what she requires from a man to the table?
Yeah, it depends on the relationship.
I agree.
So, for me, like, if there's a man out there that's willing to go above and beyond to get you all the extras in life and willing to do whatever it takes to make you happy, then that's one thing. I know for me, I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they want you to have X amount of money in the bank. You got to be making X amount of money a year. You got to go on trips and do this and that and have
Be rec league basketball MVP.
word.
All right.
You got to live a certain status,
Right.
It's all about a lot of times things is all about status. I know people who marry for status all the time. You know what I mean? Like, that are in miserable relationships right
Yes.
now because they married, or they married for status, or they in a relationship right now for status and everything that comes with it. Me, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing it, bro. Like, like doing all that fucking extra shit for what?
Right.
For what, bro? Like, listen, I want to do the things that I love to do, and I want a partner that loves to do the things that she loves to do, and our worlds can collide. You know what I mean? Just combine seamlessly, and we can move forward. And if shit falls off the rails a little bit, we can make it work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of relationship that I want, that I'm in currently. So, to me, it's a no-brainer for me what I would want in that type of situation.
Okay. I know for me, just hearing what she was saying, you know, the first thing that came to my mind was like a woman is like, oh, he's gotta be making this amount of money, he's gotta drive this, he's gotta be this tall, but the only thing that you bring it to the table is
Pussy. That's why I said it.
you said it, I didn't. Like, that's the only thing you bring in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there is like, it it's like, wow, like, okay, you require all these things, yet that's the only thing that you can give me.
I'm gonna say this too. That's also his problem, and I'm gonna say this because, and I'm looking for a partner, right? I don't want nobody that's the only thing that she brings to the table.
Right.
You got to be bringing, because just like you need to have these things in order for your relationship to be, well, you know, for your life to be where you want it to be, right? She requiring these things. I'm gonna need to require some of that shit too, because I'm not gonna be paying all these bills. Insurance high. Bills high.
It's high.
And everything that we do, like, it's like all the decisions we make is gonna be made as a unit, right?
Yep.
And I'm the type of dude, I wouldn't care if my wife made more than me, right? As long as we both are bringing a nice bit in, and we able to take care of everything. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna put in equally, because that's how I think about things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if that's not it depends on you. If that's a requirement for you, if it's not. However, also you gotta understand, if somebody bringing everything else and you ain't really bringing in, if people try to be like, this is my way or the highway, you gotta understand that's what you signed up for.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I wouldn't, like, if let's say my wife was making more money than me, you know, like, I think in the dating phase you talk about that.
Do you, like, when in the dating phase do you talk about how much money you make?
Okay, so I wouldn't, like, flat out right off the bat, you know, I think maybe.
And what if she hit you with, that's it?
That she ain't for you, playboy.
If she say that, then, I mean, we kind of know what her position is on that status part.
Might not. She might just be a jokester.
She might be, you know. So I mean, it's one that's where communication has to come in.
Yeah.
The communication has to be on point, because those things you have to discuss. You know, if a woman's like, you know, I require I require to go to on at least a trip a year type thing. Okay, you require to go on a trip once a year?
Where?
Okay, I don't know.
What if it was like Santorini, Greece every year?
But every year, okay. Would you? You better, boy.
Not even what you bring. Because I'm gonna say this: my ass is required to be the fuck out of the country once a year.
I mean, that's cool.
That's a requirement for me.
That's fine.
But you ain't going by your damn self,
Nigga,
This is we.
my nigga, I'm about to be 33, right?
Right.
And before my 33rd birthday, if I can make it there, I'm finally gonna take a vacation. It's gonna be weird as shit.
Very much.
So much for somebody requiring me that every year. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if relationships work on requirements, bro.
They
I don't. It's not necessarily all right. So that's a little bit of
that's-
funny.
yeah,
Like,
that's-
Yeah.
but it's like I don't want to say requirements.
it's more of like, you know, I desired.
Yeah,
I
not
wasn't-
even
not
that.
even that.
It's more like it's like when you coming in, you showing this is what I want,
Mm-hmm.
right? These are the things. Like
Yeah.
there's some things that I'm willing to bend on.
Okay.
But these are my deal breakers. I think that you don't really talk about the things that are frivolous as
Yeah.
much. Like vacations, we can talk about that shit.
We can talk about vacations.
But like how I like to be treated,
Yeah.
you know, the things that I will tolerate, the things I won't tolerate. I think those are kind of way more important. You know what I'm saying? Going down, like, and you do need to know, like, what's this person's goals?
Right.
Where were they? Where are they at now? Where are they going in the future? Because those things tie together. Like, if you want to do X, Y, and Z, but you don't never follow through on anything, I kind of need to see where we going in the next couple of months.
But what if they had dreams, they didn't follow through on those dreams, but they still doing well?
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? So when I say follow through, I mean like everything you try to do, you just stop. Like there's some people like that who just don't never keep it moving. And this is the thing, like if you had a dream, we all have dreams that we've let go in
Right.
some way, shape, or form. And if you're successful, what the hell we gonna argue about?
It's facts. I think it's like you just, you know, communicate, you know, and then you set those parameters for your relationship with, you know, what you desire from your counterpart. But I think that, you know, it depends on the person. You know, if you're one of these people who are just like, oh yeah, you know, I want a man who makes 6 figures and this and that, but you know, you're not really. I won't say that. You're not doing. Okay, so if I work 7 days, if I work 5 days a week, you know, making XYZ amount of money, you know, and you want to be a stay-at-home wife, it's cool with me. I got no problem with that. But on the back end of that, you know, when I come home, I would like to have a home cooked meal.
That has to
Stuff
be
like
every
that.
night.
That
Does
doesn't
not
be
have
every
to be
night. It has to be every night. But it's at least something like I don't want to like have to come home and then like.
It's a fucked up conversation to have without
No.
any
Yeah.
female
Oh my God, it is. It is.
But it's like
my
this.
God, it is. It is.
It's
I
like
hate
this.
that. I hate that.
It's
conversation.
vice versa
It is.
too. Like, I don't want women to be look at this and be like, "Oh, you expect." It has nothing to do with
That's
your
no-
gender.
no,
It's like
not
because
at
on the
all.
other side,
Not at
y'all
all.
need to stop letting these niggas who don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Be on riding on y'all team and they ain't putting nothing. They ain't putting nothing in the
That's a
gas
fact.
tank.
Like
Ain't-
he
they
dropping
can't
you off
nothing.
at work and dropping your car all day
Yeah,
long.
nigga, you Yvette, he Joey, and you.
That's a good way to put
It's
it.
just like
That's a good way to put it.
it's like at the end of the day, that also, you know what I'm saying, goes to y'all. It's like
yeah.
you shouldn't really tolerate. Like, it's not for everybody, right?
It's not.
But if you have a dude who works, who does not work, who's at the house taking care of the kids, because some guys who do that.
Oh yes, yeah.
And it's like, when you come home, that motherfucking house don't need to be nasty. And sometimes during the week, that nigga need to be cooking. Because you ain't doing nothing else. Not saying you ain't doing nothing else. Take care of the kids. And the home is a full-time job. Can
It is.
be.
It's a.
So-
Man, look. That's a stressful job, dog. It's a stressful job.
But also, because your ass working don't mean you can't clean up.
That's
your
a
ass
fact.
can't cook either.
That's a fact. Because I mean, I know like my wife will have my son all weekend. Like on the weekend, she'll have him. And then when I come home from work, I'll come home and help clean up. Because that's something I do. Because I don't want. She's been running around Carter all day long. Carter is a handful. If you ever met him, but he's a handful, and I know she be stressed the hell out. I be like, babe, I got the dishes. I do dishes. I got it. Just relax. You know, I throw everything in the dishwasher. You know, oh yeah. If it's something else, I'll be like, yeah, I get that tomorrow. Cause Mondays are my cleanup days.
Yeah.
That's when I'm at home. I take Carter to daycare. I come back home. I just do a clear sweep of the house. Everything's good. I try to make sure dinner's ready. When she get home, that's just because I work weekends. So, but at the end of the day, make sure you have y'all whatever your expectation is. Let your counterpart know that before y'all get like when y'all are getting serious. Know what your expectations are. If there are any unrealistic expectations, y'all discuss those things. Iron all that out because you don't want to have. You don't. One thing is you always want to communicate because you don't want to have an expectation in your mind and your counterpart is not aware of that.
Yeah.
And now you're sitting here like left like you know what the heck what the heck
fuck
what the
going
heck?
on?
Right.
Yeah.
And but you ain't communicating it. It's like and people don't understand like some of those conversations are the hardest conversations to have, but you gotta have them because we call it heated fellowship. Like it's a tough conversation and it might not feel good, but it has to happen.
Yeah.
It's a necessary evil in a relationship is to have those difficult conversations. Talk about the things that you desire and you know want from your counterpart. And if they let them make the decision if they can fall through on it, if they can't. And then maybe find some type of compromise.
Yeah.
But yeah, just you know, I'm not gonna tolerate just any old thing, you know. And she want me to be a baller shot caller, 28 blade on the Impala. You know what I'm saying? And all she do is you know, she want me to like change her life status, but she ain't got nothing going on for herself. Like she's sleeping on an air mattress.
I think that's why it's also the importance of like utilizing your time dating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like when you are like getting to know somebody and you figure out you're at this place in life,
Right.
and this is what I require. It might take you a year to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
but we can still be dating, getting to know each other and all that
go.
during that time. And then you are there, then we can go to this next level now.
Right.
Because we talked about it, and these were her requirements or his requirements. Like, these are the things that I need. And sometimes it's financially, but a lot of times it's more like making sure your credit's straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And things like that. And want to have somebody, even if you're not in like a big time job, but you are doing what you need to do to go to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you doing that, then we can work together and figure out where we're going next. I think a lot of times people go with somebody not based on like what they are, but based on the potential. You can't necessarily do that all the time because it's gonna leave you with, excuse my French, but with a wet ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like
it.
a pause got to be out there.
Nah, I needed that effect.
Nah.
Nah, but that's a fact though. That's facts.
No, I'm with you. So usually at this time we'll do a black as fuck with Justin, but I don't know if you have one this week.
I always make it up on the fly anyway.
Well, if you want to get into it, this section of the pod we like to call Black as Fuck with Just Cuz.
So, just came up with just now, guys. So, on this episode of Black as Fuck, I want to talk about African American history and us knowing the history, not just the history that's being taught in schools because they don't give us nothing, but knowing more about different religions. Not just, and when I say, well, not even just African American history, like history, period. We need to know about everything, not just things black, but we need to be knowing about things white, things Latin, things, you know what I'm saying? Because when we look at people that are successful, what separates us as a racial group based on other racial groups is that we don't, you know what I'm saying, put everything together. We don't practice group economics in the way that we should. But not even just that, we have allowed people to take our culture and profit off of it. And a lot of that comes from education. A lot of that comes from being controlled by our religion, being controlled by all these other things that we've allowed them to by culture. So it's like, if we know more about ourselves, like, we'll be able to pass that down to the next generation, and they won't have to deal with the same things that we've dealt with. You know, because we live in a time where my grandmother, she was born in 1932, and she knows, you know, she picked cotton. You know what I'm saying? I think she went up to the 8th grade in school and stuff like that, but she's like well read, knows a whole bunch of different things, and she listened to all different types of music. She, you know what I'm saying, has all these things that when you go to the next generation, it's like we don't necessarily pass that down. We don't pass down our experiences, and we need to read more about what we were, and let's not have like such a closed-minded view of the world. Because when you look at like Indians and, you know, every other racial group, Asian Americans, they all pool together and we break each other down. Not to say that they don't, but ours is way more in the open. Everybody has their shit with them, but we allow our lack of knowledge sometimes to keep us in the same place. And when you pass down your culture to each generation and you give them the information and you give them the stories, they have that with them for the rest of their lives. They will always have that pride. They'll always be like, this is who I am. But when you allowing the world to teach you black history, when you're allowing the world to teach you about who we are, then that's going to be shifted, and it's going to be take on a whole different like atmosphere, like outlook. It's going to be more of taking from you than giving to you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of things put in there that aren't real. And your view of what black history is, your view is going to be different than mine. We all have our different view. But we have to understand that we, as we're living, we are making Black history, and we want that to be written and passed down in the right manner, whether it's text, whether it's what we're doing right now, whether it's music. It needs to be passed down and explained to the next generation, and not just the music that we're doing right now, but your kids need to know about Billie Holiday. What's the importance of her, and they need to understand like jazz and all these things, that they come from gospel, that all these different genres of music, they come from who we are. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have that knowledge, like, and that pride, you just allow everybody to tell you that you just this other nigga. You got to be in the street. You got to do this. You got to rap and play ball. We don't have to do any of that. It's all written in those books. It's all in the music and all the different things that we consume every day. But we have to be able to preserve it in the right manner so it goes on to the next generation. Like, what's that museum in DC?
Oh, the Black Wax Museum. There's that one. There's
the one that it was like so hard for people to get into.
Oh, you're talking about
fuck. See, this is why we need somebody that's over there in the corner looking up this stuff, because I've been drinking a little bit. I can't remember.
But yeah, the African.
You talking about the National Museum of African American History and Culture?
Yeah, like that's a documentation that we're gonna have for such a long time. And we talked about the last time we spoke about the music, and if they're not gonna have arts programs in school, we need to start that in the community centers. Shit, do it virtually. We need to be making sure that the next generation has all the tools to like continue to be able to tell their story and also understand and consume the history of yesteryear.
I think one of the most awesome things we did on this pod was start doing Black as Fuck with Justin.
I think so too.
Boy, and drunk me be off the head too. That was off the head.
Off the dome piece. Hey, check it. I don't really want to get into the last topic because it's still way too fresh, and I don't feel like crying right now because I will. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all, man.
Oh man,
For real, man. Especially going through all this stuff, man. I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate them doing this pod with you guys. Just want to let that be known. But you got any words of wisdom to close us out?
I really got no words of wisdom, but just to go back off the whole Ciara, the whole Russell Wilson thing.
Okay.
All right, so Russell said that his biggest fear. I'll quote what he said. Russell Wilson said his biggest fear is losing his wife. Rather than us focusing on how lame or how corny that may sound, let's focus on the why he feels that way. Russell loves, supports, celebrates, cherishes, provides, protects, prays for his wife. Everything a husband should do for their wife. Ciara obviously is doing something right to make this man feel this way. She's giving him something that
He can feel.
Yeah, something that he can feel, something that he doesn't want to live without. And I'm pretty sure it's not just sexual. Right? I'm sure he's had his fair share of options at some point. This guy is in the NFL. I'm pretty sure women throw themselves at them all the time. But he is committed to his wife. His process for being a great husband is an outstanding example that I think a lot of young men and older could look to as a standard for how we treat our wives as black men. So rather than focus on being getting you a Russell and not a Future, let's focus on doing what makes a man so in love with you that the thought of him losing would strike him with fear. If you found a reason to criticize the way he loves Ciara, you are a broken and toxic man. Get some counseling, reevaluate your definition of what love is, and if other fellas give you a hard time for living your love for your spouse out loud, just remember, A blowjob is better than a bro job.
Yeah.
That threw me off, Taz.
Listen,
Wasn't expecting that.
the whole time he was saying that, I was thinking about what I was going to say about the crazy shit that people are used to from me. Check it. You're going to have to give me some time. I'm going to get back right. But that was fucking beautiful, Taz. How you ended that shit was fucking beautiful.
Than no bro job.
Word. And I just want to end this pod with saying the Knicks are 4th in the East.
Hey,
And we will talk more about this next week.
need a whole new episode just about it.
Word. Next week, we'll dive into it. But check this out. Always remember, no matter the view, it's always with respect. And that was another episode of Views from the Floor podcast.